Hey, Michelle.
Hi, sweetie. Good that you're here. Thank you for joining.
I was just watching the one from last Monday and
Yeah.
taking notes frantically.
Aw. You're going to learn all this stuff. It's definitely a learning curve for a lot of people, but we're being misguided.
I was actually thinking about getting a notebook and just starting to keep all the notes together in one place. I think it would make sense.
I do that with all my courses. I have one book that I put all my notes in, and it's just that's where it all goes. What I'm going to work on is a vault. It's going to be one platform that you'll get access to it, private access to a vault where you're going to have my cooking tutorials, all my programs, all the PDFs, everything under one link. So it'll be like the Fit and Healthy University kind of thing.
Cool.
Because that's what I basically built. I just need to put it all under one platform. So that is coming in the works. Because this stuff works. Like my programs work all the time. I just got to show you guys how to do it in a way that you can absorb it and follow it and understand it. And then you'll always have that. In your computer for you to draw on when you need it. That's where I'm going with all this. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So it's gonna be fun to build that out.
Very cool.
So I'm just looking to see who else is on the. Bev is on. Let's make sure she's.
It's actually me.
Oh yeah, of course. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Nice to see you. And I've got Christine. Oh, that's you. Okay, and I have Christine on her phone.
You have two Christines.
Two different Christines and Mike and me. Good. And there'll be others joining in. I'm just going to grab my sheet and get started. Just one sec. This is going to be an amazing call. Amazing. Christine, yeah, hi.
Hi.
The other one. Okay, I have a lot of Christines, just so you know, and there's more.
Oh, do you? Okay.
It's a popular, awesome name, so good. So today's topic is going to be actually how to boost your immune system. And I'm going to show you 5 ways, but I'm going to show you things that you're not really going to hear about outside of this because it's not talked about enough, but it needs to be. These are a lot of the missing pieces to the puzzle of actually boosting an immune system. How the immune system gets overloaded is we're toxic. And we are being bombarded by toxins in our environment and even from our own bodies. Our bodies are producing toxins all the time. And so knowing that, as we get older, our bodies start to create what's called a toxic overload. And what happens is the body's ability to remove the toxins after it's exposed becomes blocked. And so the longer we leave this, the deeper the toxins go in. And so then what happens is the body starts to slowly shut down. And then you see it as symptoms. And your symptoms will be different than your neighbor's. Why? Because you're different than your neighbor. Your body's built different than your neighbor, and you have different genetic susceptibilities. So you could look at your ancestry and your grandma, basically the mother's side and the grandma's side, not so much the male, but the female, because they pass on something that they pass on the mitochondria DNA, which you get passed on. So you're more susceptible to what your mom and your grandma had than what your dad and your grandpa had. So really look at what that is. And can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So basically, we need to get rid of these toxins for your immune system to even operate properly. Because right now, it's actually trying to clean up the mess. And it's not really, it's trying to clean up the mess and trying to defend you at the same time. So if we can help the body clean up the mess so we can defend you better, that's a very good strategy to do. So a lot of you have already started some drops that I put you on to clear the toxins out of the body by supporting the organs of elimination. And if you haven't started them, you will be starting them, because that's how you're going to flush out the inflammation, clear the slate, so that the foods that you do eat and the lifestyle that you do start to follow is actually going to make a really big difference in getting your health back. So I'm not going to talk so much about that today, but what I am going to talk about is we don't want to put more toxins back in. So we need to find out, where are all these toxins coming from? Because they're like on the regular media and in the grocery, you don't really know. Like, people aren't really told this information. They're not. They think, I'm eating fish, I'm being healthy. Yeah, but it's farmed fish, and the fish were grown in an unnatural environment eating sludge. You know what I mean? Like, we have to now eat the wild fish, right? And that's one example. Another one is, well, I'm having whole grain toast. Yeah, but wheat is an obesogen. We don't want wheat. We want, when the body's healthy, we can start with coconut bread, which is a good bread that's going to support your body. It's not going to make you overweight. It's actually going to support the body. So what I'm saying is, I'm going to walk you through the major sources of toxicity so that you're armed with switching up what is toxic that you may be putting into something that's actually going to help your body and that's not toxic, so that it's going to speed up your ability to heal and be fit and healthy for life. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yep.
I hope
Yeah.
so. Okay. So I've got my list here. You will be getting your list. So I'm just going to walk you through the list now. So the first thing is, we need to make sure that we're drinking filtered water, not chlorinated water. So, because chlorinated water has chlorine, which sterilizes the gut, which means that the bad guys grow in your gut, because you're getting rid of the good guys. So when you drink your water, make sure that it is reverse osmosis, right? All I care about is it's clean. You don't have to spend all that money with alkaline water. No, your body does its own alkalizing. That's a myth. I want you guys to just drink clean water, reverse osmosis. You're going to get your minerals from your foods and maybe your supplements, but certainly we're not going to drink alkalized water, okay? But we are going to drink clean water, so reverse osmosis. So make sure you're doing that. The other thing is, I don't want you drinking out of plastic. Plastic will leach the chemicals into the water, and then you're drinking it, and then you're disrupting your own hormones. So I want you drinking out of glass or stainless steel, anything but plastic. I don't even care if it says BPA free. There's other chemicals in there that are going into your water. Okay, so that's, yeah. So invest in a stainless steel water bottle or drink out of glass. I don't want you drinking out of plastic. You don't want to drink out of plastic because it's going to mess up your hormones. So water or stainless steel would be good. Okay.
Michelle, do you want us to save our questions till you're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I leave 15 minutes for the end for Q&A, and that's when a lot of learning comes in. I know. Yeah. So, and thank you for that. So the other thing is, we need to drink enough water for our bodies. Even though we're drinking it clean, we got to have 1 liter of water for every 50 pounds of body weight. So that's why I always have my clients start with 1 liter of water before they even have breakfast. So then at least we've checked that off. And then they can truly tell when they're hungry, okay? So we want clean water. The second thing is, here's the other elephant in the room. Oh my gosh, I am so happy to share this with you. We are bombarded with non-native frequency. That's EMF, that's dirty electricity. See, what happens is, your body, you're an electrical being, okay? This is not new science. This is like already been studied. So what that means is, our electrical being is works in harmony with nature's electricity. But when we're bombarded with artificial electricity or EMF, like from Wi-Fi or phone or TV or they're non-native EMF. What that does is inside your cell is supposed to have a negative charge. Outside the cell is supposed to have a positive charge. That's a gradient, an electrical gradient. That allows for nutrients to go in and out in a seamless way. For nutrients to come in, help with the function, toxic chemicals to come out, the body relieves it. If that is broken because you're under EMF all day, your body is under stress all the time, and then that doesn't work. And now you're not allowing nutrition to go in. You're dysfunctioning, and the nutrients, the toxins aren't coming out the cells. So the solution is this, because EMF is a toxin to the body. It is. It's disrupting your nervous system.
I'm on a Zoom
So
call.
what I want you to do is if you're under a lot of EMF, I want you to take digital detox breaks. Just know that the EMF is a toxin to the body. It is. We can use it in a smart way, just small amounts of it, okay? So that means that get away from your computer and go outside for a nice walk. That's a break without your phone, digital detox. The other thing is, if you do have your phone, put it in airplane mode so that it's not disrupting your electricity. So you can maybe take your phone with you on a walk, but just download the podcast and then put your phone on airplane mode. So now you're not disrupting your electrical system, but you're listening to your music or your podcast. That's what I do. Or just don't have a phone at all and just go for a walk and enjoy nature, like whatever you want to do, but just get away from that non-native EMF because it's disrupting your nervous system. So take breaks from your computer. Okay, I really need you to do that. The other thing is, if you are under a lot of electrical magnetic frequency and you're on the computer a lot, what I want you to do is take more magnesium. Why? Because you're putting calcium into the cell, because there's a calcium influx that goes in the cell because of the EMF. It's shuttling the calcium in. So what do? You take extra magnesium to shuttle it back out, okay? Now you have a nervous system that's gonna work a lot better because it's more in harmony while you're still working on doing digital detox. That's all I'm saying. So if you're flying in an airplane, if you're under a lot of EMF, take extra magnesium. And you know you've taken enough when you have a really loose bowel. That's it. It's not going to hurt you. You just flush it out. Okay? So, and the other thing with EMF is, I'm looking at the time, I want you to shut the breaker off at night. Do what you can. And if you don't know how, just find a way. But at night, what I do, the night is the time to repair. That's the only time you're going to repair. If you're not repairing, you're breaking down so fast. What are your chances of repairing? You're not like as well. So I have an electrical room and I shut the breaker off, or the last person going to bed shuts the breaker off to the bedrooms so that it's like you're camping, right? It's that same, you're mimicking camping. And so you shut the breaker off for the Wi-Fi and you shut the electricity off to the bedrooms. Now you've amplified the ability to repair overnight. What does that mean? Everything works. That means that you can compartmentalize your learning for the day into short-term memory and long-term memory, because that's the only time the brain detoxifies, the only time through the lymphatic system the brain does that if you're sleeping properly. The other thing it does is you're able to actually increase adiponectin and work with other hormones like growth hormone and there's another one, prolactin. It's going to allow your body to burn fat while you're sleeping. It's the easiest way to get slim is you go to sleep at night and you wake up slimmer, only if you have that deep sleep. Okay, and so when you do these kind of things, you're also going to wake up insulin sensitive instead of insulin resistant. Insulin resistance means you have blood sugar issues and you're going to crave sugar. Insulin sensitive means you're going to shuttle the food into fuel instead of fat, and you're not going to crave sugar. So all these things happen if you have a proper sleep. So shut the breaker off, shut the electricity off in your bedroom, and you will definitely feel a difference in your sleep. That is so, so important. So that's what we do as a family. Everything I'm sharing with you, I do. Okay, I do all this. And it makes a difference. So we know about that. Remember, you're going to get a sheet on this anyway, so it's very descriptive. So I'm just going through the main ones. The other thing is what you put on your skin, you're going to put it through your system. So I want you guys to think about, for example, like if you're putting on skin moisturizer, I want you guys to just use coconut oil. That is your skin moisturizer, because you could eat that. So what you put on your skin is going to go in your body. Well, great. It's a 4% natural sunscreen. It's going to nourish your body. The other thing is I want you guys to get a tan. I want you guys to build up a natural tan. Why? Because then I know your vitamin D status is optimal. What does that do? Prevents. You guys can look at all the literature you want, but honestly, vitamin D is your number one hormone to get optimal for you to prevent any kind of disease. Okay, so, and for you to be as healthy as you want. So, but to do that, to make vitamin D, you can do it by going out in the sun, but not covering your body with sunscreen chemicals. No, allow the sun to penetrate into the body, to talk to your cholesterol, to make vitamin D for everything to work. But you don't want to block it with chemicals. You want coconut oil. And just go out now for as long as you can and build up the resistance to be able to have a tan over the summer and don't burn. Burning is actually less toxic than putting chemicals on your skin and being white all summer. That's crazy. We're children of the sun. We need to get back to living naturally. So start now. And the other thing is, if you can't be out and walking around without sunglasses, slowly build up your resistance by coupling yourself to the environment and allowing yourself to be out in nature without covering yourself with sunglasses. Put a hat on to stop the glare until your body gets used to being outside in nature. When you do, everything turns around. We're children. We're meant to be outside. Okay? So, and then on your face, I want clean stuff on your face. So I use one ingredient only, one, argan oil. Why? This is what the Middle Eastern women wear to protect their skin from the sun, and it works. It's one ingredient. So this is the only thing I put on my skin during the day is just this, argan oil. And at night, I use this, and it's a anti-wrinkle repair. It's sulforaphane, so it's what you use. It's sulfur, and it goes right to the DNA, and it repairs your skin at a cellular level. And it helps. I know I used it for skin cancer, not for me, for my clients who has had skin cancer, and it got rid of the lesions. It's for liver spots, it's for wrinkles, it's for dry skin. I mean, this is my anti-aging ointment, honestly. But you only use it at night because it helps repair your whole face. So this is something that is really clean. So these kind of things, I can let you know where to get them, believe me, because I have them all here. But anyways, it's just, I'm giving you an example of one ingredient on your face, one ingredient on your body, something clean as an ointment at night. Like, these are clean and simple things that you can do that you need to get rid of the chemicals. And so I've talked about water, I've talked about electromagnetic frequency, and I talked about products that you put on your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the lines to questions. You are going to get a sheet on this, which is even more detailed, but I wanted to really express that to boost an immune system, we need to stop putting the toxins in, but you also need to know where they're coming from. So it's not your fault. It's not your fault with what you guys are doing. You are just being sold the wrong information. And now I'm showing you a different way, which is clean and lean and healthy. So I'm empowering you with the education for you to learn how to really take care of yourself. Honestly, it is not your fault. So now I'll open up the lines to question and answer. Who wants to go first? Or do you want to go? Christine, you were kind of asking first.
Well, yeah, you were talking about filtered water and not chlorinated water. So usually I just drink tap water.
Okay.
So what do I need to do something to it?
Yep.
Is it good enough to just get like a Brita or something like that, or what do you suggest?
So you have a couple options. It'll be on my sheet, but I'll just share it now for everyone else. The first one is you could call Water Canada, and they can install a water system into your home. And so then you would have a separate tap that would that would actually have clean water coming out, which is reverse osmosis. So they would install a whole house system, right? So that's one option. Depends where you're at. I mean, that's an
Yep.
option. I would call Water Canada for that. The second option is you could get Santevia, and it's at the Nature's Fair, or I can order it for you. Actually, I can order it for you if you want. It's a countertop, and it's got rocks on the bottom, so it alkalizes the. So what you do is it goes through a filter which cleans everything, and then it sits in rocks to add minerals to it, right? So that it's compatible to your body. So, and then all you do is you put the tap water in there, it filters it through, it sits in this gorgeous thing on the counter. It like actually looks beautiful. And then all you do is turn the tap on and it comes out. I mean, it's actually a piece of furniture. It looks so beautiful. So that would be an option, a countertop. Another option is you can just start with one of their pitchers, and like a pitcher, PITCHER, and you can get different colored ones. Like I like white because it's pure, and so you can order that, or I can order it for you, no problem at all. And you put, so that's, you know, not as good as the other ones, but it's a start. It's better than a Brita. The other thing you can do is have water delivered to you. And don't get distilled water, get spring water. So get spring water and have it delivered in the big jugs. And then you put it on your thing, and then
I used to get that. I used to get it.
Yeah, so you want it delivered. You don't want to drink chlorinated water. No, you want to clear the top. So anyways, does that answer your question?
Yes, totally. Thank you.
Whatever option you're looking for, just send me an email and say, I'm interested in this, and I'll help you from there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Do you have to add minerals back in when you get reverse osmosis?
Your food will do that for you. And so also and your supplements. You know what? We have to supplement now. It's sad, but it's true. Like, we can't be silly. We don't live in the same environment as we used to. Before, we used to eat from the garden. We used to not have as much stress. We used to sit and enjoy our food, and we had a clean environment. Now, it's not so good. So we have to be smart. And I'm the last person to supplement, but I'm also smart. And I know that the programs that I put you on are specific to you, though. They're smart supplements. They're not like across the board. No, I know what supplements you guys need strategically. So when I put you on something, it's for a reason. It's not going to be a multivitamin to start. That is not what I'm going to do, because it's not even going to go in. You need to clear the plate. After the second or third month, then we'll start to tonify the body with the right mineral. It's not going to go in the beginning. That's why we have to use the drops to clear it out. Put the supplements that I recommend to get the body strong, and then we start to put the multivitamin in. Your minerals are going to come from your salt. So your Celtic salt or your Himalayan salt will provide you with minerals. The bone broth is highly absorbable minerals that the body recognizes and could do something with it. Your dark leafy greens are chock full of minerals that when you slightly saute them or steam them, then you can absorb the minerals from that. But the keys are, you've got to have hydrochloric acid production to even break down the minerals from your food. That's the first thing. The second thing is put your salt in your water or your food. And when you start with me, you're going to go low carb. So you're going to want to have at least a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half total of Celtic or Himalayan salt, which are trace minerals, to put in your food or your water throughout the day. Why? Because you're low carb to start. Your kidneys are going to start excreting sodium. We're not going to, so because you're not getting carbs in there, we want to put we want to replace the sodium with the salt. We're not going to replace the sodium with the carbs, because the carbs are what's driving the body fat accumulation. We have to get rid of those starchy carbs to start, then later we bring them in. Okay, so the minerals come from your dark leafy greens, they come from your supplements, and they come from your salt. Does that answer your question? And the bone broth.
Okay.
I'm okay if you have another question.
Michelle, where do I get the argan oil? Can I get that from Nature's Fair?
No, I have to get it from the company that I get the water system from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that and the anti-wrinkle repair, I've been looking for something different to do with my skin, because
Oh,
I'm
you'll
out in
love
the
this.
I'm out in the sun a lot, and melanoma does run in my family. So I'm just looking at obviously eating is the best option, but I'm also looking for what to put on my skin that's
Yeah.
healthiest.
Definitely take care of that for you. And the other thing is
Okay.
melanoma, I'll let you know right now, it's not from sun exposure, it's from a bad diet, it's from the wrong fats. It's from
Okay.
oxidized fats in the body. Yeah. So the body is too toxic and we've got the wrong fats. So switch your fats to ones that are going to help with a proper cell membrane, because all your fats get embedded into a cell membrane. If you're having oxidized fats or hydrogenated fats or like bad polyunsaturated fats that are rancid, it's going to make up a cell membrane. That's the cover of, what do you call it, the house. That's the, what do you call it when they start making house and they put a frame? That's the frame of your cell, and if it's not healthy, it's not going to work properly. So we have to get the right fats in.
Okay.
That's the right fats, and you've got that on your plan. So really, really careful with the right fats. Almost more important than the sugar is the right fats, because the fats lodge into your cell membrane for 18 months. Anytime you have a bad fat, it's going to lodge into that cell membrane and stay there for 18 months. So when you start working on my plan, which is putting the healthy fats in, you're actually displacing the bad fats out. And then in 18 months, you'll have a fully, beautifully formed cell membrane for that nutrient exchange to come in. The cells won't stick together. You're going to have beautiful blood flow, and everything will work properly. But we were really pay attention to those fats. So you get the fats right. You put the right stuff on your skin, which I'm happy to send you like exactly what to do, like, because this is what I do all the time.
Yeah.
And your whole body will turn on.
Great. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys when I speak that way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I hope so.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Michelle, what was the second thing that you showed for moisturizer at night? I didn't get the full name of it.
This is game changing. I'm telling you, because I've worked with skin cancer, like I said, and lesions, and this clears it up right away. So this is, and it'll last you like 2 months. So this is an ointment that we place on our skin at night, okay? And so you keep it away from the eyes, so you put this on your skin, and then you will wake up. Your body is repairing, your skin is repairing all night. I've noticed such an improvement in my skin from using that I carry it in my office because I have quite a following. It helps you look way younger, and your skin texture, like it's moist now. It's moist, and my wrinkles are so much better than they were. And I'm out in the sun all the time.
What is it though? Because I couldn't read it when you held it up.
Okay, so it's called sulforaphane. So it's an ointment.
Oh, there it is. Broco Fusion.
So I know here's the thing with also what I do is we are real watchdogs with manufacturing. My husband's been in the manufacturing business in this field for over 25 years. So we actually do testing to see who's truthful and who's not. And we are so sticky with the quality of the products. And because I don't like people, I have this thing about seeking the truth and not being lied to, because I was lied to for the longest time. And it's only because my fault, because I wasn't digging deep to really what quality was. And so I guess I have that thing where I just want to make sure that what I'm putting on my skin and what I'm eating is actually really going to help me and not what's marketing. So anyways, I know the owner and I know the manufacturer, and I speak to him. His name's Marty, and he has the integrity. He only puts out stuff that is really clean and works. So I get it from Marty, and I order it in, and I have it here because I use it all the time. And I'm just saying, like, it works so well for your skin that I could get it for you guys too if you want. I'm just sharing that what you put on your skin is really important. Why? Because you're putting that in your system, right? So like I said, I'm happy to have that available for you guys. I know 100% you will feel, your skin will feel so much better and you will look younger. I know, because it works every
And
time.
this is another big topic, but obviously cosmetics, what are the safest? I mean, there's going to be so many.
So right, it'll be on your sheet, ewg.org, ewg.org. So
Okay.
go on that website. You can punch in what you're using. It will tell you how cancer causing it is. Why? Because they're the
Correct.
watchdogs.
Excellent.
And so what I do is I order mine. Mine's all really clean, all really clean. Yeah, so I make sure that it's really clean. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, ewg.org. It'll be on your handout, that actual website. So then you can empower yourself to know just to do this anytime you want.
Right. I do remember now reading that.
There's so much information I'm giving to you guys. It's going to be a journey. It's going to take you some time, but at least you're empowered by the right information. And it's just keep learning every day. Just get little bits, and by the time you look back, you go, "Oh my God, look how much I learned!" Yeah, and look how much better you feel and look. So just stay on the path. And anytime you guys have any questions, please send me an email or, post it in the Fit and Healthy with Michelle Facebook group page, because really a lot of others are going to have the same question as you. And if you can post it and you can tag me on it, then I'll answer it so everyone else can see it too. And then we're helping each other be fit and healthy, because it takes a community to do this. And you feel empowered when you're part of a group instead of like one. You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm leading the way, but there's other people that feel just like you. And if we can all help each other, we're going to feel so much more empowered, don't you think?
Yeah.
Are you all part of the Fit and Healthy with Michelle Facebook group page?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. So post it there. Really, I would appreciate that. And then tag me and I'll answer.
Great.
If you can. But if it's something private, just send me a private email and I'll answer it privately.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, so I'll send that off to you guys. And then, yeah. And then Christine, I know your stuff is coming. Yes. And then other Christine, yes, I'm working on your protocol. It's all coming.
Awesome.
Hopefully you guys have started the journey already on your eating plan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on day 4, and I was hungry the first day, but I'm shocked I'm not hungry till about 11:30 in the morning.
Perfect.
It's
You gotta
amazing.
Read your body.
Yeah.
Read your body.
And that's after doing a 5K walk. That's never happened before in my life, ever. So
Just the beginning.
that's huge.
You'll look back and go, oh my gosh, my life is back. And I'm just so thrilled that you guys picked me. To be honest, like I have to tell you, I just love you all so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Michelle.
Okay. I'll let you get on with your day and we'll be talking. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.